There are a lot of jokes in the world of drumming. Jokes like, what did the drummer get on his SATs? Drool. What does a drummer use for birth control? His personality. There's even jokes where Ringo Starr is the butt of said jokes. You know the one where allegedly John Lennon said Ringo isn't even the best drummer in the Beatles? But what if you were told that you weren't as good of a drummer as Ringo Starr was? Would that hurt your ego? I don't know. What's up, everybody? I'm Jared Foils. Today we're going to talk about the one member of the Beatles that nobody really talks about a whole lot. Pete Best. Who is Pete Best? Stick around. Before we begin, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe to me, and even follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/JaredFoils. That's actually where we're recording this video right now. Come follow me on Twitch, be in the next video. Say hi to the chat. Okay, so who is Pete Best? Pete Best was the original drummer for the Beatles. Pete Best was fired 2 years later, but let's get into the details. Back in 1960, it was John, Paul, George, and Pete. And Pete's mom had opened a club in Liverpool. And in that club, that's where the Beatles got their start. That's where the Beatles started playing shows. And Pete Best hooked that up. Pete Best and his mom hooked up the Beatles. And so they played there most of the time, and then they went on tour in Germany. So Brian Epstein, their manager, fires Best at the request of John, Paul, and George after their first recording session, and then along came Ringo. So they actually told Pete, sorry man, you're not really all that good, we're going to get another drummer, here comes Ringo. Now I want you to ask yourself as a drummer, if you were in that scenario, if you were told that you were not as good of a drummer as Ringo, how would you feel about that? Would you be able to live with yourself, or would you, or could you be like, yeah, that's fair, Ringo is a decent drummer? I used to be of the first group. I used to think Ringo Starr was a crap drummer. I don't think that anymore. I think Ringo Starr is a pretty solid drummer. I just think that he's a pocket drummer, and for the Beatles, pocket drummers, that's what you need. You don't need, if Neil Peart was playing for the Beatles, it just wouldn't sound right. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine Neil Peart in the Beatles? It'd be kind of weird. But let's just see for ourselves. Pete Best is still alive. He's 81 years old at the time of recording this video, and I think he still tours. Let me check. Okay, so no, he is not touring right now, but in 2008, the Rainn Wilson film The Rocker, about a drummer kicked out of a glam metal band through no fault of his own, was inspired by Best's termination, and Best even had a cameo in the movie. And then in 2021, filming began on Midas Man, which is about the life of Brian Epstein, and Best is in there played by Adam Lawrence. So interesting, very interesting. I guess Pete hasn't really toured or played live in a while. But, thanks to the magic of YouTube, we can find some old recordings of his.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for right now. The original Beatle in the house, coming up to the stage. No pressure at all.
At all.
On the bestie. On the bestie. Okay. This is history being made right now. Look, the smart guy, straight for the girl. You played this game before, right? Yeah. Okay.
He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly how to rehearse this.
All right, now get yourselves on the dance floor. We've got exactly 11 minutes before they shut us down, so we might as well enjoy it. All right, Paolo, take it away. Pete Best live here on the Star Princess. Here we go.
First of all, poor Pete, man. Look at like this small group of people here to see Pete Best. That's kind of sad. He's kind of dragging there, honestly.
You're in the way.
Okay, so this video is already cringy as hell. Is that David Draymond on vocals? I swear, if anything, Pete's drumming isn't as bad as this guy's videography. Like, seriously. Seriously, another sweeping close-up of the keyboard. It's annoying. It's not the best I've ever seen. Okay. Well, I mean, that wasn't bad, I guess. I don't know. There was a couple times he kind of dragged the tempo a little. I'd hate to sound like J.K. Simmons in Whiplash, but you were dragging a little. But I mean, whatever. It's a bunch of like drunken people at a club, basically watching a cover band with Pete Best, and so, whatever, Dutch angles, exactly. God, the guy with the videographer with the Dutch angles, I swear to God. Things would be exploding. Right here. Here's a video of I Saw Her Standing There, studio version with Pete Best. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Well, she was just 17, you know what I mean, and the way she looked was way beyond compare. How could I dance with another? Oh, I saw her standing there. Well, she looked at me, and I could see that before too long I'd fall in love with her. She wouldn't dance with another. Oh, I saw her standing there. Well, my heart
Yeah, this time around, I really don't hear
was that,
much
and I held
of a difference, really. I mean,
Whoa! We danced through the night, and we held each other tight, and before too long, I'd fallen in love with her.
I mean, I will say this: Ringo gave it a little more flavor. He played fills and whatnot, and it just seems like Pete just keeps the beat, which, okay, which I don't know. I mean, at least he keeps the beat, which is more than I could say for certain drummers of a two-piece band who made everybody think she was in it with her brother, but it was really her husband the entire time. Anyway, you think that was subtle? I don't really know if there's really any significant difference. I mean, both Pete and Ringo are pocket drummers. Ringo does add a little more flavor with some fills and whatnot than Pete did, but I don't really see Pete as really being a bad drummer. Maybe they just didn't think he was a good fit for the band, and I guess that's fair. I guess. However, there is a pretty salacious interview that he did in the 80s on The Late Show with David Letterman, where he alluded that maybe there was some jealousy. And I actually read in another article that, yeah, he and his mom both accused John, Paul, and George of like just kicking him out over jealousy, that he was like getting more of the girls' attention than John, Paul, or George. And You know, it's just a curse we drummers have. You know, you know. Now, something I did find awfully peculiar is that almost immediately after Best was let go from the Beatles, Epstein had him join Lee Curtis and the All-Stars, which later broke off from Curtis to become Pete Best and the All-Stars. So essentially, Pete Best, after the Beatles, started an all-star band. And then Ringo Starr started an all-star band. Wait a second. Is Ringo Starr just out to get Pete Best? Is Ringo Starr just like, I replaced you in the Beatles, now I'm going to replace you in the all-star band as well? Man! Ringo Starr is ice cold. You know, in conclusion, I don't know. I think that the Beatles did do Pete Best kind of dirty. But at the same time, if they were just looking for a drummer with a little more flavor, okay, yeah, they probably made the right call. Because like I said, Ringo Starr is not the worst drummer. Ringo Starr is a decent drummer, pretty flavorful. I wouldn't say a virtuoso, but again, for the Beatles, you don't really need to be virtuoso. You don't need to be Neil Peart whenever you're playing with the Beatles. So I don't know. What do you say? Should we start a hashtag movement? Should we, hashtag justice for Pete Best, or justice for Best? Guys, that'll be it for me. Thanks for watching. I guess chat is going to bed. If you made it this far in the video, please hit that like button because you obviously liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, have fun drumming. All right, rolling. Take one. You guys, I'm trying to record a video here. Stop being funny. Stop being funny. That's all right, here we go. I'll say this, I'm definitely going to keep I'm maybe going to put the outtakes in the back of the video. Did you hear about that drummer that died? Well, Bad Wolf, what's the punchline? You saw Taylor Swift's butt? Okay, alright. Anyway, let's continue on with the video. Recording saved to, okay, movies. Okay, good. Good. Oh, Doc Flux just resubbed. So this is fun. The audio is all going to be one file. Haha, great. Okay. All right. Sorry, future Jared in editing. Anyway, continuing on with the video. Alright, video recording, audio recording, clapper. As a moderator, I classify that as a joke. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, clapper. Alright, let's go ahead and record final thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and keep recording, keep rolling. Cat in the background. That's going to be awesome. No, Bubba, come on, man. God. There. Happy? God. Exclamation point Discord. There you go. Bubba, I swear to God. Go. Oh, how long have you had your cat? 2 years? 2 years. 2 years. Oh! Bubba is now 2 years old. I just realized Bubba is now 2 years old. Huh. Yeah, no, because I adopted him when he was 2 months old in April. So February, yeah. It was around this time that Bubba was born. Huh. Happy birthday to Bubba.